And so that moment, he had to tell this woman that her husband died, and they got in the car and went on home, and they saw their father break down crying, which was something that they had never done, so that they had never seen. And so they wrote the song When a Man Cries as a result of that scenario, which makes it a real situation for me, a real song for me. Yeah.
Now, like I said, I remember you performing that back in 93, 94 down in Savannah, Georgia. Now, after that record, what was next?
After When a Man Cries?
After When a Man Cries, yes.
When a Man Cries, then came, the My Best project, which was signed to an independent label, Golden Boy Records. Because again, I found myself in a situation on the label with Virgin. We had a hit record with When a Man Cries. Let me back up a little bit. The music business is very interesting. In a lot of cases, it has very little to do with talent on the record. What it has a lot to do with is upper management deciding that this act or that act is going to get the green light, and we're going to make this act or that act a star. And so I found myself in a situation where my initial deal that I signed was a big money deal, but the person who signed me to the label, this is my first deal, I was initially signed to Capitol Records by a gentleman named Don Grierson, who soon after he signed me to Capitol Records was fired, which left me in a position of not really belonging to anyone as an act. Because, the next person who came in to the label wanted to sign his own discoveries, not work acts that were already on the label, but make a name for himself. So my Capitol deal was bought by Epic, which is where Don Grierson ended up. And so we put out the first record. And after that little disagreement about what you guys are going to do with me, and the fact that they weren't sure what to do with me or how to market me, and they let me go, and I went to Virgin, I found myself in a similar position with the politics, but this time it had nothing to do with the music. It had to do with clash of egos. I was in the studio working on my second CD for Virgin when, recording probably the third or fourth song, when I got the call that the plug was pulled and that the deal was over. And I was like, what do you mean? I'm in the studio. What do you mean the deal is over? We've signed the deal. I've gotten the check. What are you talking about? The deal is over. I had a female manager at the time who clashed with the female boss at Virgin at the time, and the deal was over just like that, which had nothing to do with me or the music. So I found myself a little jaded after that. Psychologically in the music business, and when you're hot and everybody wants a piece of you, it's easy, especially if you're not a grounded person, to believe the hype, as it were. So everybody's telling you you're hot, you're the best, you're a beast, I love you, you're my favorite. And then you start thinking, I'm the best, I'm a beast, I'm everybody's favorite. But then when the record is not hot, the next record, and then maybe the next one after that, and you're not as hot as you were, and then, some people may say, well, you had your chance, and it's over, and it's done. And, well, you believed it when they said you were hot. And you start believing it when they say it was over. Maybe it is over. Maybe I am washed up. Maybe I should do something else. Well, I fell into that trap. Mm-hmm. I believed it. I believed it on the way up, and I believed it on the way down because I lost my grounding, my footing. Mm-hmm. And after the third deal, which was with Virgin, I became uninspired. And I don't know how real you want to get. How real you want to get? You want to get real, or you want to get show business?
Well, let's keep it all the way real, but of course, no four-letter words and all that good stuff.
I don't do that.
All right, cool.
I don't do that.
Cool.
No, but the point is, I lost my inspiration, and I lost the vision, and I lost my footing, and just kind of veered left, and dare I say, started using drugs, and just kind of really being out there, just not good.
Mm-hmm.
And I did that for a minute, and until spiritually I bottomed out, and I knew that there was time for a change. I'm sorry, that's my son playing with the phone. Tyson, cut it out. Hey, I got kids. I got a 1-year-old. I'm an old man with a 1-year-old.
You're a family man.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Yeah. With that emotional breakdown and all that, I decided I needed to plug into my family, plug back into my spirituality, find my footing, get spiritually in shape, spiritually healthy, get physically in shape. I started training every day, and I found my way back.
Mm-hmm.
And then I had a testimony. I had a story to tell. Now I want to share my story, and I recorded a gospel album, which is out now. My latest project called Changed,
mm-hmm.
which is my testimony